We are off to my allergist. She clarified a lot of things for me, like a misdiagnosis I had and a new diagnosis, kind of.
It is Thursday morning. I'm in my truck. Hard start this morning. I have to go get my clothes dry cleaned for a trip we're taking next week and a half from now, time frame. So stay tuned. I'm gonna go drive this thing, get some injectors working good, and get some diesel flowing through it. There's a hippo.
How was your morning?
Oh well.
Yeah? It's a beautiful day. There's a crisp breeze in the air, and I slept pretty well. Had a good night. I'm feeling pretty good today. It's a good day. She just exploded.
I think she's not clean or anything. Ew.
Oh, Harlow, no! Harlow, leave it. That is a random, like, remnant of a flip-flop that someone left here. You good? Got it out of your system? Oh, okay. Spoke too soon. And who says service dogs don't get to be normal dogs? That's right, Hippo. Burn your energy. You're a good girl. Oh, there we go. The color balance was weird. This is what today looks like. Nice and bright and colorful. I think her energy is burned. Alright, we ready to go?
Yes, so.
Alright, I got my allergist appointment. Ready, Hippo? You look ready. We are off to my allergist, my new allergist that my primary care referred me to for more local and accessible support. Hope it goes well. She's got some really good reviews from other patients, so I am optimistic. And I ordered a carabiner from Amazon, of course, and I'm hanging my feeding tube backpack there, and I like this setup for the car. My tube is hurting me though, and I told Judd, gosh, this feeding tube pain is really a pain in the butt, and then I was like, wait, it's a pain in the gut. Ha. It's a good joke.
Sure.
It was funny. I liked it. We'll see if this allergist has anything to offer. Again, they've got awesome reviews, and the office staff has been really thorough in gathering my records from my other specialists, so see how it goes. And then Judd and I are gonna go on maybe a little adventure, take advantage of the fact that I'm feeling pretty good today. Not sure what we'll get up to, but
I'm gonna go to a Hispanic restaurant.
You wanna go to a Hispanic restaurant?
Yeah.
We can do that. It's a really nice day. We should take advantage. My backpack is hanging right here and it feels moist. I think Harlow was licking it.
Gross.
I'm the one who has to wear a moist backpack. That was an amazing appointment. This doctor knew a lot about mast cell activation disorder, and she changed up my treatment plan, and it was just a great appointment. I got a lot of new information, which I'm still processing, so I will update y'all later. But right now, Judd and I are gonna go have some fun. And if you're wondering about a dog in an allergist office, that may seem kind of tricky, but ADA federal law states that allergies are not a reason to deny a service dog access. If there's someone with a severe allergy, the service dog team and the person with the allergy both have to be accommodated. I asked if they had any special protocols and they said no, plus there was no one else in the office, so everything was okay.
Came to a touristy shops and restaurant place. Jack is focusing on wheeling herself around, trying not to hit people. Harlow is being Harlow.
Well, it is super hard for me to maneuver here because
She's not a very good driver.
I am not a good driver with the smart drive and the dog and the tables and the people. So we're going back to get my push handles, which are higher handles, so Judd doesn't have to be hunched over.
All the way hunched over.
When I need some help getting through the tighter areas and the more crowded areas. So we're going back to the car. Happy dog. And push handles for happy husband. They're super easy to put on and off. And now it's a better height for Judd to help me. But if you aren't so tall, you just need to be shorter.
Nagging to me about things that I can't control.
I haven't bought a swimsuit in years. But I don't really swim very well.
No, you're a horrible swimmer.
I know.
You're like the worst.
I don't think I fit. I don't even, look, you have to go sideways. Me and the dog was not gonna work.
Very flowy shorts.
Those are flowy shorts. Judd knows what I like.
It's a very wide open space, so she can wheel through this part.
Well, no people to crash into.
Or things.
I think. I haven't hit anybody. So Judd said he wanted some Hispanic food. What's the restaurant called, babe?
Columbia.
Yup. Gonna go get him some yummy food. There it is, Columbia Restaurant. Judd got his favorite, a Cuban sandwich. And those are plantain chips. Yum. And then this is a hippo tail. And I am nibbling on the Cuban bread. It's pretty good. How is it, babe?
So far I just had a bite of mustard and bread.
Mustard and bread. All right. The true test. Amazing? Good. Well, that was fun. What did you think, babe?
It was tasty.
I'm glad you
Now
liked
I gotta go
it.
to the one in Ybor.
Where?
The one in Ybor.
Oh yeah, how old is it?
100 year, over 100. It's 110 years old now? 1905?
The restaurant. That restaurant's in a few locations around Florida. And in Ybor City, the restaurant's really old.
Over 100 years old.
So anyways, it's fun, but we're ready to go home. Well, a fun-filled afternoon means an evening in bed with joint pain and the heating pad, but it's totally worth it, and now I'm ready to update y'all on my very successful appointment. I was very surprised how knowledgeable she was in mast cell because not a lot of doctors I've been to have known a lot about it. I honestly wish I had found her sooner, but I do believe in God's timing, and I'm just thankful I found her now. And she clarified a lot of things for me, like a misdiagnosis I had and a new diagnosis, kind of. Let me explain. So my immunodeficiency is called hypogammaglobulinemia, which is where I'm deficient in the immune system markers IgG, IgA, and IgM. And after looking at all of my records and my other testing, she said it's also called CVID, or common variable immunodeficiency, which is where you're deficient in IgG and then also IgA or IgM, or all three of them, like me. That and some testing I did with a vaccine. So the CVID is what I mean by like the new diagnosis, but it's not really a new diagnosis. It's just a more common name for the immunodeficiency I already have. It doesn't really change anything at all. What is changing though is that she doesn't think I have angioedema. With my past blood work, I've had deficiencies in a complement C1q, which led to my angioedema diagnosis, but I've also had blood work come back that showed normal C1q. I didn't know about that. And she said with my dysfunctional immune system, it could show those discrepancies with the low C1q at times, but she doesn't think I have true angioedema, and that all my severe reactions have been anaphylaxis from mast cell activation disorder, especially since true angioedema won't respond to epinephrine, and I've always responded to epinephrine, and all of my reactions have really presented as true anaphylaxis rather than angioedema. As she explained things to me, it made a lot of sense how the angioedema just didn't fit, and dropping that diagnosis doesn't really change my treatment at all. It actually simplifies things, and I'm totally okay with that. So I have the CVID immunodeficiency and the mast cell activation syndrome, which she is going to help manage. We are going to leave my IVIG as it is because we're starting to see positive results in my blood work. I'm on the low end of normal as far as my IgG goes though, so we're hoping it'll come up a little bit more, and we're going to check it every few months. As for my mast cell, we are going to be maximizing on my H1 and H2 histamine blockers. We're going to give it a few weeks, and if I'm not seeing any improvements, then she is going to trial me on Xolair, which is an injection that has been known to help some people with their mast cell. I also asked if there was a way for me to get off my daily breathing treatments for my asthma, and she told me of a maintenance inhaler that is 1 puff a day instead of 2 daily breathing treatments that she thinks will be a really good option for me. And we tweaked some of my other medications, so good changes. I'm interested to see how things go. I got a lot of good information, and I have a lot of trust in this doctor. I'm really, really interested to see how we progress, and I'm glad I found her.
Well, Jack is upstairs, not really feeling too well. Harlow and I just ate, and we're gonna say goodnight and thanks for joining us on our adventure. Harlow.